Hey everybody, this is Jordan Guerin, webmaster of bmoviefilmvault.com and creator of the Riff Brothers, and we are about to watch Godzilla East Meets West. It's a short film I made back in 2001 for my final project for my TV production class. I had a few ideas for what I was going to do, but in the end I went with this. I shot some test footage with a Godzilla figure fighting a little clay figure I made. And I thought, wow, this could be really easy to do. And then in the end I realized, wow, this was not the easiest thing to do. So here we go. Green Ridge Pictures presents. I named my fake movie production house Green Ridge Pictures because I grew up in the Green Ridge section of Scranton, PA. And here we have the computer screen of my old Pioneer X computer running Windows 98. I'm not sure what program I used to make these credits, but I think they came out kind of cool. You can see the monitor on the upper left and right of the screen there. I didn't frame the shot too well. I had to prop the camera up on some books and zoom in as close as I could. You could also see my ceiling fan reflected on the screen. It's one of my friends from high school, Bobby Griffin. He stars as a guy that gets trampled in this movie several times. As for the music in this, it's Super Beast by Rob Zombie. I chose it because it was used in the trailer for Godzilla 2000. And a little nod to my buddy Mike Burbridge, who supplied me with some miniatures to have the two Godzillas destroy. Alright, and directed by me. So this shot here is back in my childhood home in Scranton, PA, and this was early spring. Had the pool open, we didn't clean it yet. Popped this little aircraft carrier toy in there to get some shots. You can't really see it right here, but the ship begins to sink, so I had to stop filming and save it quick. And here's Godzilla's triumphant entrance, using a bowl of water and some... yeah, I forget what that stuff's called. There he is! My old Trendmasters action figure. Alka-Seltzer. That's what I used. Alka-Seltzer. Sorry. Alright. This was actually one of the last things I shot. I needed to bridge the aircraft carrier to the rest of the movie. And if you noticed, it kind of cut away pretty quick there. There was a missing scene where I had a Risk game board to show the progress of the two Godzillas charging at each other across the world. Oh, and Bobby's gone. Don't worry, folks, he'll be back. So, while all this is going on here, first of all the little explosions and the fire that both monsters breathe, all construction paper. And the background is a big chunk of construction paper with a chunk of duct tape attached to it. That was the clean side. I needed a background, and since I wasn't going to spend any money on this if I could help it, that's what I used. Also, all the buildings from that past scene were from an Ultraman set I had when I was a kid. I don't have any of it anymore, and I'm kicking myself. It had breakaway buildings and everything, and I had so many of those toys. Including this. This is gone now. I missed this toy. It was so cool. Sound the alarm! Godzilla's marching this way! And, you know what? Let me talk about the editing of this movie. I had to edit it using my camcorder and a VCR, and I didn't shoot everything in order, so I really had to jump around and kind of try and put it together best I could. And the audio, I put the lens cap on my camcorder, turned on my computer, and I played this music, and I also had a bunch of MP3s and WAV files of explosions and Godzilla roars that I played while I watched the muted version of the movie. And then I Put it all together with 2 old analog editing machines at my school, which were basically glorified videotape players, aka VCRs. You kids may have heard of them. Whoop, didn't make it. So right here, this is interesting. I had a lot of problems trying to make it look like rockets were firing out of that thing. In the end, all it took was some fishing line and a little piece of tape. And I think the effect actually comes out pretty well. I should have added some flames to the back of that. But with the fishing line there, it kind of looks like a jet stream, like the rocket's shooting smoke out the back right before it hits Godzilla. It's kind of like a happy accident there. Speaking of that Godzilla, it had 5 points of articulation, and I moved them all. Except his head, because it broke off and I had to superglue it. More little cardboard, or not, construction paper explosions. That was a cool shot where it wobbles before it falls on that guy. And this shot here I used a humidifier to give it that kind of foggy look. I think it came out kind of cool. Here comes Zilla, doing the moonwalk. Oh yeah. So all these miniatures and stuff here, there's actually more footage of them falling apart and getting stepped on, but they didn't cooperate. Stuff kept falling over, and shots were getting to be a pain in the butt, especially when I was getting closer to crunch time. So I just had Zilla kind of stroll through this town and step on Bobby, who's now on crutches and wearing toilet paper bandages, and talking to my neighbor across the street. I love that. Not only is there stop motion animation, but I included a little forced perspective filmmaking here as well. Here's the Desert Commandos driving across the lush green carpet. And I have to note that I cut a scene out here. Godzilla steps on this vehicle. Boom. But originally I had a shot in there where Godzilla steps on the camera lens, so it was like a point of view shot from the driver. Alright, and here's that risk board I mentioned. And yes, I know Chernobyl's not there. Didn't pick up an atlas while I was making this, I apologize. And right there, King Ghidorah roar, I hit that button by accident. What you can't hear is me kind of cursing and muttering under my breath after I did it. Alright, and this is it. They're finally meeting in Chernobyl. And the nuclear facility that you're about to see is my humidifier with the radioactive symbol I haphazardly made. I think it actually looks pretty cool. I should have doctored it up a little bit more. And they struggle, and Godzilla is way more powerful than Zilla, throws him in the reactor, boom! The blast sends them flying back. Did they survive? Well, Zilla did. And Godzilla did too. I should have included his roar, but, you know. And there you have it, folks. That was Godzilla East meets West. In retrospect, I'm glad I made it, and I think I did a pretty good job on it, considering I used absolutely no money whatsoever. And it was the first and last time, well actually it was the second time I did stop motion, but it was the last time I did it too, because it is so time consuming. You know, I really have a lot of respect for the people that pioneered it. Ray Harryhausen, Charles Schneer, you know, those guys were the masters of the craft. And naturally, to close this all out, I used Blue Oyster Cult's Godzilla, one of the greatest songs ever written. Thank you, City of Scranton. I don't even know why my girlfriend, well, she's my fiance now, my high school sweetheart, I don't even know why I included her in the credits. I think I was just trying to get laid. I'm only saying that because she's not in the room right now. Well, that's it, folks. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to be posting a few other videos related to this coming up. And make sure you go see Godzilla in theaters May 15th. It's going to be the greatest thing ever.